State lawmakers spent all night long and all this morning debating the millionaire's tax, how things are going at this hour, and where that bill is headed next.
Plus, we're under a weather impact alert as we brace for strong winds moving in, the timing and what you need to be prepared for ahead.
And an Eastern Washington representative wants to suspend the state's Climate Commitment Act, hoping it would lower gas prices. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti. Let's get started today by checking in on weather. Jenny Power is outside in the KREM 2 Outdoor Weather Center. Jenny, it looks beautiful outside. We see the sunshine, but we also see the wind blowing a bit.
Yes, I mean, Laura, it is gorgeous out here right now. The sun is shining. We do have a few clouds, but skies are blue. Yes, there is a little bit of a breeze, but really today is the calm before the storm, if you will, your preparation for what's to come. 36 degrees is where we're sitting at right now. So if you're headed out soon, running some errands, you'll definitely want a coat here to go along with it. Your current satellite and radar, we've even seen some of the active snowfall slow toward the Cascades, but not out of the woods yet by any means. But it is a dry start here across eastern Washington and North Idaho. We are watching for a little bit of snow over toward the southern panhandle there of Idaho. That's going to be tracking over into Montana. But right now, I do want to let you know we are under this weather impact alert because of some high winds that are going to be impacting us Wednesday night. We're talking gust potential upwards of 50 miles per hour. And this does mean that we could see the potential here of some power outages happening or even some light tree damage down branches, that kind of a thing, overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning. So set the alarm on your phone in case you do happen to be one of those areas potentially impacted by a power outage. But a high wind watch has now been put in place for all of these areas that are shaded in this kind of golden color. Again, looking at those high wind gusts. And as we move forward, although it is so nice right now, we're even seeing some sunshine, we could see some very light snow accumulations late tonight by tomorrow morning. An active weather pattern. I'm fully tracking it here for you in a few minutes. Laura.
Jenny, thank you. We're going to take a live look right now at Olympia. This is where lawmakers have spent about 19 hours debating the millionaire's tax. They started about 5:40 last night in the House, and it is still going on here at just a few minutes past noon right now. The millionaire's tax now appears to be on the verge of passing the House, where Democrats who back the bill have the majority. And right now, lawmakers are working to add dozens of amendments to the bill, and that would be before sending it to the Senate. So we'll continue to track that. Now, remember, with this bill, households making more than $1 million a year would pay the income tax on earnings above that. This version includes several changes, including more tax breaks for small businesses and low-income families. Republicans claim the bill violates state law, which bans an income tax altogether.
This bill is all about a tax on Washington State from my perspective. Every single person. In fact, that's how it skirts the Constitution. It says it's a tax on every single person with an exemption. So either the title's out of line, the intent's out of line, or the black and white reading of every affection statement is out of line. Further remarks.
Now, if the bill passes out of the House, it will then go to the Senate, where it is expected to pass. Then it would go to the governor, who says he will indeed sign it.
Iran stands alone, and they are badly losing. On day 10 of Operation Epic Fury, we are winning. We will not relent until the enemy is totally and decisively defeated.
In a Pentagon briefing, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says today will be the most intense day of strikes against Iran. The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff laid out the United States' 3 goals. It begins with destroying missiles and drones, striking Iran's navy, and targeting Iran's military bases. President Trump has said the war with Iran is winding down. He told CBS News, quote, "The war is very complete." On social media, he also said, quote, "Death, fire, and fury will rain upon Iran if they do anything to stop the flow of oil."
I will not allow a terrorist regime to hold the world hostage and attempt to stop the globe's oil supply.
Iran is retaliating, launching missile and drone strikes on Israel and U.S. targets in nearby countries. 7 U.S. service members have died so far in the conflict. And because of the conflict in the Middle East, gas prices are high all across the country. AAA says the average gallon of gas right now in the United States is costing $3.54 a gallon. The Washington state average is about $1 more. Congressman Michael Baumgardner wants the state to help keep gas prices down by temporarily suspending Washington's Climate Commitment Act. He sent a letter to Governor Bob Ferguson criticizing his policies. In a statement, Baumgardner said, quote, "This climate change surcharge is little more than a vanity project designed to make people in downtown Seattle feel good about themselves." He said it penalizes working people all across the state. And lawmakers signed this controversial Climate Commitment Act into law back in 2021. The revenue from it goes to climate projects with a goal of getting greenhouse gas emissions down by 95% by the year 2050. Now, while lawmakers said it would not affect gas prices, prices quickly went up after the law went into effect. It is 12:06 right now, and there is an urgent search by the FBI to find a Canadian man who is accused of sexually assaulting a minor in North Idaho. The FBI says 52-year-old Donald Stephen Lang is accused of sexually assaulting a child in Kootenai County. Right now, the FBI is offering up to a $5,000 reward for any information leading to his arrest. The FBI says Lang knows people in Idaho, Washington, Hawaii, and California. If you have any information, you are asked to contact the FBI. All right, still ahead, a Spokane nonprofit has its eye on buying the Seahawks in 3 minutes, the offer, and what difference they hope to make. But first, let's take a pause on the news and head outside and just take a quiet look outside. We are overlooking Silverwood Theme Park right now. As you can see, some cloud cover out there, but some blue sky as well. We'll have more weather with Jenny.